Hello, this is Ayamos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today is how strong is the brand Ayamava? How strong is the brand Ayamava? Well, I've been watching different content creators out there, but I never came across a situation that a content creator brand is so big in forces, negative forces. They fight to avoid that the brand grows in terms of numbers or statistics. Sorry, it's a bit cold here, it's windy. And they try to do their best, but keep surprising every day. So the point here today is how strong this brand is. Well, it's been proven every time we watch his content, how this influencer from Africa, in particular Kenya, and a very remote village. I keep repeating the location, so if you're new here, you can understand where this thing is happening. In this remote village, in a border between Kenya and Tanzania, called Nyambuanzi, there is this African content creator lives, and then by spraying YouTube and his village, how his brand became so strong, so big, and transformed this village as the African content creation, the Silicon Valley of content creation in Africa. Is the only village in Africa where there is so many content creators. I could say per square kilometer will be one. There will be one content creator, or in a family, in every 10 families, probably there is one. The probability of be one is there. These are the statistics I can see from the content comes out from this village. But is this brand a truly brand, or it is this brand another story of success, individual success, that becomes a virus? Let's call it a chicken virus. Well, I don't know. Let's discuss, let's think, let's debate, and let's see what's going on. The brand Ayamara attracts a lot of people from different latitudes of the world, and most recent attraction is a Jamaican uncle. Who is Jamaican uncle? He's a Jamaican sorry, that lives in New York, have a business, I think a catering business, that comes to the village, visit Ayamara in person. He comes to visit Ayamara, and it gets this vibe, this contagious vibe of Ayamara, that everybody needs to be YouTuber. And people fell in love with the idea, and they join these. Yes.
Who are you filming the vlog for?
Yeah. Huh?
Who's the vlog for?
You wanna be in the vlog?
Is it for YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Bob.
Okay, Bob.
Bob the Builder.
Anyway, this is normally in the UK. People time to time interrupt you because It's not a normal thing. The people do this, but not in these remote areas where I live. Today I'm in Chase and in a very prestigious mall. So, Jamaica uncle, on his own initiative, comes to Kenya and decides to go to visit Ayamara and his partner, Lucio. And one of the things attract him, if you see his vlogs, just if you research for at Jamaica Uncle, you see the passion and the love that these men have for these vloggers, in particular Ayamara and others, offsprings like Nasto, Ginto, Gitiriba, and so forth, the loyal gang. I was like, the loyal friends, the people who support Ayamara, people help and work with Ayamara. And then the deep knowledge that these men have about these content creators and how he enjoys and then how he sees them. And then is one thing that he spends on his free time enjoying, entertaining himself. Like here, life is so mad. In my free time, I enjoy YouTube, not normal BBC channels that are too boring, or CBS or CNN or Sky's News and all this. So Jamaica Uncle, when arrives in Nyambwas and Villa Medellin, he splash out a lot of presents, cash, money, GoPros and other things. But there is one particular event that have to be highlighted here as provoke negative reactions, and not only within Africa, Eastern Africa, but also in Jamaica, where people felt jealous, envious, and start cast and insult both ways of the highway to Jamaica Uncle. But these people, they don't understand, is not Jamaica, is the brand that this African, this magic young man that used to look after goats in this village, grows up, go to university, and then goes out there, discover the world by accident or default, ends up in Colombia, creates this YouTube channel that becomes explosive and attract many people in diaspora because of the unique content he creates and the unique way he shows the world and how he enjoys the world and how he engages the world. So that's why this brand have 500,000 subscribers and hundreds and thousands of viewers, depends the day of the week. and also how they end up in the controversial content. Well, the negativity on this particular brand has been created based on the ego. You said you done it, why you done it, what you said. He been given that was not what and what was not meant. As an Africans, we say we can't. That means ignorance. And ignorance means people, they don't understand basically geography, drama, they don't understand literature, or people, they don't have the wise wisdom of explore the world through Ayamaro lens. They find Ayamaro lens too much intrude in their brains that they become so disturbed and obsessed. Say disturbed, obsessed, and to a point where everything they see, they filter in a so strange way. Time to time, even to saying words becoming difficult. Even the other day, I was sitting, look at my videos. I say, I can say words about these people when I'm not in front of the camera, but when I'm in front of the camera, even I forget the words because I feel the lengths they don't do justice what Ayamara does and bring to the people. So this brand became unique. Even other very famous content creators out there, they've approached him, they've done some collabos, there's been some interviews and so forth. But how this brand is so strong that shakes YouTubers. Well, the fact is this brand has created other YouTubers who became more famous. Even the person create them, give them the idea, the concept. We have a lot of that. We can see the growth of the village cooking girl, T. You can see La Niña Japonesa from Japan. And we can see many in South America and Brazil, even in the United States of America. There's a couple of them. Here in Europe, in Africa. But never been welcome because he's in Africa. There is this taboo. Let me put this. If Elon Musk still in South Africa, he could not achieve everything that he achieved now in America. Because we could put him down. Right now, in South Africa, there is no Starlink. This tells you a lot about Ayamara brand. The Starlink is produced by a son of the soil of Africa. It's an idea, it's a concept of Elon Musk. That is in South Africa. And we reject him. You reject him because for Africa, ignorance, be in Africa, you need to be black. It's something to laugh. It's like that Somalian boy. He's not African. He's a Somalian. Somalian is Arab. Oh God, crazy stuff. So this brand, Ayamara, been so powerful. Even every time this guy go live out there, the people, the community, the people watching his lives comment. Anyway, it's unique. It's unique. You don't see these happening with Lily's life, Russell travel with Russell, Ivan Sanction. I was watching this young Russian man, not appreciative of his motherland, trash his motherland, but he does not have a community. These people, they don't have like Mr. What? There's a beast. They can't have a community of followers like Ayamara. This shows you how strong this guy is. So this brand attracts so much people that want to visit this magic place, this place of blessings, this place where everybody, when they have a problem, they feel they have a problem, they think they're entitled, they have an entitlement to go there and be rewarded with magic. But they don't understand this brand took Ayamara 8 years to build. They don't. And 8 years of sacrifice, efforts, go through hell, even beaten, just to bring content to you. No, these people just thinking they entitled all the rights of Ayamara by nature because he born in Nyamboans, they're from Nyamboans, and that is. So this Jamaican uncle is the latest victim of the haters because he supports this brand that is genuine, created, very creative brand. So by him coming to this village in remote Africa, Kenya, and the border between Kenya and Tanzania, has created a lot of havocs on both sides of the pond. When I'm talking the pond, I'm talking about the Atlantic. We can say in Jamaica, we can say Kenya, and then we can say in Africa. Yes, indeed. But I ask myself something here. Does these people understand what content creation means? Why there is YouTube? And what is the aim of YouTube? There you go. Well, many they don't understand. They think YouTube is just a resource of income, where you go post up a video, insult somebody or make up a story, and there you go, you're making money. You lie to the people, misleading, and so forth, and that is, money comes. No, YouTube doesn't work like that. There is rules, there is legislation, there is terms and conditions. So by watching the video of this Kenya blogger Moroa, I saw something very interesting. I never expected this could happen. And then everything had to do with this brand, Ayamaro brand, attracting people, wealthy people, people with capital, people can afford to splash $1,000 or more on that to support him, because what he's embracing, the causes, the social causes he embraces, and the empowerment that he provides to others is not all about himself. No, he shares with many and many others, and that, as I can say, molest, not disturb, molest, for molestation many people. And those people, I'm gonna jump in the car because the weather is not very good here. Many people feel that as a problem, a serious problem. Yes, I'm inside the car. It's not my car, it's my friend's car. Today I'm driving a nurse. Crazy I am. I'm helping a nurse go around, ask me to help. Anyway, time to time you need to help. So I'm a private driver today. For engineer to a private driver, God, is the only way you can survive, doing something here and there. That not mean life cannot be better, can, but what to do? So this brand here, basically what's happening here is many people from around the world, I don't know if you see me, many people from around the world has come to this village and support the village for the good reasons and good deeds, scholarships, building houses, buying motocycles or motorbikes for people, and even attract people from island. Come live in the village, build their own house, get married in the village, have families, grow. So this brand is a brand that is transforming community in Africa in a very positive way. But what is here, I was talking about Maroa, done a video most recently, because I don't follow the negative gang, the negative content creators from Kenya, in particular around Ayamara. I got enough of them, and for me they're scammers. But was this positive reactor video that I saw by Flash caught my attention, where this guy called Masubo is grieving why this Jamaican uncle, why these people go to Ayamara, why these people flew from anywhere around the world, just go to Villa Medellin in Nyamboanzi to Ayamara. There is when I start thinking and question myself if my sanity was right or not. I might be wrong. Maybe Nairobi teacher sanity is much better than I. To be honest with you, I start considering sanity is the best in the world. You can transform the world in a second. People, by going to this villa this guy built from hard work of 8 years, working in content creation, YouTube, and people donating, people come from different parts of the world, helping, giving hand here, there. This Masubo, this guy from Yamboanzi is a negative reactor, basically. Turn around and starting grieving what people do when they come to Nyambwans, because there is more people poor and more people unhappy and not well off, that they need be looked and been given, not those people that been visited. Like if anybody from Ayamara family gets a friend come from Japan to visit them, they should not go visit their friend, should go visit him or his crons. So I ask myself, how dear I can go to Nyamboanzi, go visit somebody that I don't know? How I will go to a country for no reason, just because it's a country somewhere lost in the middle of the world. I land there and then I start doing things because the guys there, they think they have to do for them blindly. So by seeing that Masubo talk about so negative about this brand called Ayamara, blame everything on this brand. This brand does not have rights to receive those presents, those benefits. This brand does not have a right to promote other people be well off because they have everything. God has provided them everything. He forgets himself that before YouTube, there used to be a community where everybody used to be in the same. Even Ayamar was the less fortunate. This brand, Ayamar, was the less fortunate on the village. And everybody used to laugh him, even when he get his eye injured. That's why he uses sunglass specs, because he have one eye, is blind in one eye, because he got injured. And people make fun of that. They say, no, that is because the father this, the father that, that is the reason why the things gone wrong in the family. I ask myself, God has not given reason, a purpose to you to exist, or your reason of exist is just condemning others. But how strong and powerful this brand is even with this negativity approach, this language and many other things, I start questioning myself, how you can condemn a friend of mine that you never met, you never know, you don't know even how that person end up come to visit me. How? It shows how ignorant you are, not only because you're ignorant, it shows the level how desperate you use YouTube to scam people. The message you send across to the world is say, we are dying harder here, there is no water here, there is nothing here, the life is finished. But with so many cameras, so many YouTubers around you, when you are drinking out there, when you are cashing the money out there in the bank that you scam from different people, and people are recording you and throw here in these big streets, and show your lifestyle, and you come here and trash somebody that done it for a good reason, as offer $1,000 to somebody to build a house, and then you come here and condemn that person. I ask how far you can go, because you and one them have walk with knives in your pockets to see if you can kill. All those have been getting good deeds for being good characters. This has been told here by Nairobi Chicha. Nairobi Chicha is the one brought this issue that in this village there in Africa, people, they are fighting for YouTube, for YouTube subscribers to donate them by talking rubbish from each other. That's how they use YouTube. They don't use the YouTube as this brand called Ayamara brought. And Ayamara been telling them, you have to tell your story, your reality, your facts. And if somebody out there is willing to support you, will contact you and offer you something. And that is true. That has been happening. See, Nasto has been open on his reality, and people been supporting him. See, Mayugno is a mixture of different things: comedy, character, effort, commitment, and also a transformation, a success story of transformation that YouTube can do in people's life. So, by Masubo come here and portray that negative image of Jamaican uncle and this brand visitors to Villa Medellin, tells you, the audience, that I'm grateful you're watching me. I want to say thank you, first of all, before I proceed. Much I'll appreciate for you be here and subscribe to my channel and share with others and comment. Really, I appreciate it, to be honest. I'm not bigger. I don't have the bigger audience, but I know you can make it bigger if you want. So this is one of the facts I look into, and I say, wow, this guy is not growing, because we humans have something very interesting. Time to time, we don't want to associate with ourselves with things that sound bad, things been branded bad. We always want to associate ourselves with the best. You see how Africans will put a fake t-shirt of Nike, Adidas, Gucci and all, but even they're fake. They will do it knowing it's a fake. You see, we want to associate ourselves with the best of the la creme, but we forget our own identity. There is a crisis of identity with this guy, with number one's negative gang. People, they don't create content. People react to content. So if these people keep reacting this content, they are thinking they will stop others going to visit Ayamara. No, you're not. You're just cemented. Every time you will come here and say something wild, you're every time you're creating this curiosity in the minds of others out in the diaspora to go to Nyambuans and help Ayamara. And Ayamara will build the village where you're gonna be left behind, because you're just a small number. You will see Ginto tomorrow have a big house, or maybe Ginto doesn't want to have a big house. Maybe his dream is to buy land and be one of the greatest fish producers of Nyambuans. Tomorrow you are gonna see Mayugno have the best hardware shop in Nyambuans, with everything that you have to go to Migori. You don't need any more going to Migori. We're gonna have that hardware shop in Nyambuans. Even if scamming, he tried to scam him, he have learned now how to deal with business. These people are growing positively. Why? Because they will interact with people coming from abroad. People, they will advise them. They will tell, hey, do this, take care of this, don't accept this. When it comes big orders, try to make your checks, check back first before you supply. If it's a check, let the check roll 5 days and then supply the material. And you're gonna be walking the bush with the camera, go to these mad houses, hide yourself and create this misunderstanding between people and not give up to people. It's the same question when he says, when Masubu say that Jamaican uncle passed through Mommy's Annie's house and she's sick. What the hell Jamaican uncle have to do with Mama Annie? Who's Mama Annie for the Jamaican uncle? Jamaican uncle can pass anywhere in any street. People can be dying there. If they're not related to him, what he can do? The only thing he can do is call the police, say, hey, did somebody die in the street? Come help them. So, don't come here to vindicate the reason. This is what, for all us Africans around the world, even home, I have seen this lot in Johannesburg, especially in those other areas of Randburg, Four Ways, Midrand, Otter Falls, where people behave like this guy. Because one example I'll give here, happening in Africa, is when you go, there is these corner jobs, like in the United States, the corner jobs where people go and look for jobs. Somebody drive and stop the car, and then you come negotiate the price and take you go work. And in South Africa, one of the case when there is these corner jobs in many places of Johannesburg, Cape Town, Durban, in the big cities, even in small cities also depend how developed those areas, like in Nelspruit, in Polokwane, you know, former Pietermaritzburg, these areas. And one of the things I have experimented myself was the following fact. One of the things I have experimented myself was when I was going there with my baki to hire people, I used to find people from different nationalities, Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Mozambique, and all that. And then I say, okay, I need this, I need that. What you do, I do this. Okay, jump in the car. What you do, you do. Okay, I need you. I need 20 men. Okay, they used to organize themselves in teams. And then I used to, before take them, say, okay, let's talk now. I want you guys go do this, do that. And then one of the things that was quite funny and interesting was they want to tell you how they're going to do the job, how they want to do the job, and how you have to pay them, and how they want to be treated. I used to ask myself, are these people real? Are these people sure? Anyway, and then I had my lesson. I had my lesson when I took a couple of them to the site. When I go to the site, I say, okay, this is the job, there's the tools, let's start work. And the guy comes and turns around, say, no, that price we had discussed has changed. It can't be that price. This is the price I want per hour. I say, okay, that is the price that you want per hour, and that is not the price here in this state, everybody works here, pays. If you're not happy, I'm fine to take you back where I took you. The guy said, no. Even you take me back where you take me, you need to pay me for the day because you waste my day. I was like laughing. I was like, what you say? I said, okay, so what you want to do? No, we're going to the police station because you need to pay me. So one day instances, I end up in a police station with the... When we got to the police station, I saw these people jump off the car, disappear. They thought it was like a joke. They could scare me, they could bully me, like what Masubu is doing, is basically bullying the Jamaican uncle, tried to scare him, but the Jamaican uncle shows the other face, the real true face of the story. He can't be bullying. He knows the reason why he came here was the previous content. So with those guys, they forget we had the conversation. I have explained to them what I was going to do. It never changed it until we got inside. And here is where they come the story of this Jamaican uncle. Be a man on his own words. He came to the village because he saw this content produced before, and he liked, he is there to help and support. Man, that's why he went to buy his gum boots, those green gum boots. He walks in the village. And I appreciate people. Even that 73 years old that was put in the terrazzo at the Ayamaro, he created a friendship, a long-term friendship. This is all about how strong the Ayamaro content is beyond your imagination. It's creating a network not only of friends, it's creating a network beyond friendships, business, opportunities, and so forth. That's what you don't see with Guatemala. I never saw an entrepreneurship from Guatemala. Oh, Tony Megabush, Mr. Zim, that guy who always talk crap from Kenya. What is Mr. Kiwe, whatever. These Kenya TVs and vloggers and so forth. Never saw it. Did you see anything from the this lady now becomes very important? It's become a trending cook, the village cooking girl. No, she's doing her content as in her own. She minds her own business. She's getting very well supported. She had fan base. She learned from Ayamara and she's managed. But Ayamara is an activist, is a social activist. She's not social activist. She's looking for her own nose, her own mount. Find Ian, it's the same story. Even Find Ian is not showing us what he's doing. It's become so secretive because he doesn't want to get involved in a world that you know about what he deeds, what he do, how things are getting better for him, how life has become sweet, because he doesn't want be part of your mount, your dirty mount, because he knows if he shows his world, he will become target of your dirty mount, you Nyambwazi people. But where's the secret here? Is a coin, is a convex and concave convex. You see, there is these things here. What is strong, what is more plus, what is minor. And this is where the brand Ayamara translates away from people's imagination. The brand Ayamara takes people to beyond their own imagination, do things, very positive things. And those positive things is what is going to be reflected in the next 5 years. People that are trying to destroy the relationship of this brand with people, with the diaspora, they can't. They try, they fail, and they keep failing. Every single thing we hear here is like Dimwango success story, the latest success story of Dimwango. How many people wanted to copy the same with their mothers? They want now. Dimwango bought a car, brought solar panels. Everybody want to copy that trend. That shows you how Dimwang was grow up, how Dimwang was realized the village is not a world. But thanks to the brand Ayamara, that Dimwang has transformed herself and arrived to where she and the success. And the reflection of the success is what now people say is a prostitute, is a Tinder girl. Why? Because you fail yourself, prove you're better and there. And she's proven you time to time that you never ever gonna be there in that level. And you by not be there in that level, what you do? You come unfortunately, I can say it, really unfortunately, you come, show your real colors of ungrateful you are for those people, show you or expose you to the YouTube, and you want to go to their subscribers, to their viewers, say, no, these people are not the people you should help, support. No, you should support me. I'm the honest person here. What honest? What you have done, the honest thing? Did you create a brand? Your brand even can't go to the toilet to wipe my back. Will be too ash. That way the problem lays. But never say that. Something is important here to say. Ayamara also has created situations that became a bit intriguing. By knowing these people damage his reputation, these people are becoming more and more unhealthy towards his brand, does not bring actions. By not bringing actions against any of these people, this shows us, this is my second time I mention, or my third time, there is weakness. And this weakness is what we are keeping watching time to time. This brand here is easier to manipulate. Because if you read comments when people accuse this brand of slavery, this is a word now been using so much, even myself, I say we are in the 21st century, how we are talking about slaves. This word every single day has become more and more and more and more and more. And this Ayamara should be start consider that it needs to address these things in a manner, in more aggressive manner, and bring these people to a such point of accountability. By Ayamara not bringing many of these people to accountability, is creating under the red carpet some voids, and one day one of these people they help, happy to visit him, support him, come to the village, might end up be a victim of those bad apples of number ones. We're gonna see crime. We already see something that most of you guys don't know. Gabi got assaulted big time. She had to fight for herself, for her things. Somebody they know. Everybody knows, but everybody's to cover up the other person. So, even the village has reached to this point, where this brand has managed to bring investments. Basically, what the brand Ayamara has done to Nyambwans is bring in foreign investors. This is what many people, they don't understand what Ayamara has done. What it does is bringing to Nyambwans, to this remote village, like Nelson Mandela done in South Africa. The same principle, the same strategy of Nelson Mandela does not differ, nothing at all. You might say this guy is nuts. He's nothing nuts. This is not rocket science. This is just, you need to sit and look facts in reality what's happening. You see Mandela sit in his living room, these major leaders of the world then go to him and say, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we give you this, there's a present for you, you give to the people you think you deserve. The same thing is happening in Nyambwans. People send the emails and say, we're gonna offer you a motorbike. I think you need a motorbike. People come like Mokia 23. I hope he's fine, he's doing well. I didn't see him post. Like Mokia is an example of Mokia went and gave official baby, your yellow baby, a motorbike, empowered that guy to do something different. But the guy even have a motorbike is not using his freaking brains. He thinks just the motorbike, somebody else have to support him, fuel this and that, repair. No, he should use the motorbike as an entrepreneur, as a taxi, like others do. Go sit in the market, transport people up and down, create initiative. No, the motorbike for him is like a car of pleasure. He's not in the United States. He's in a very poor village. And then he want to go to Ayamara and insult the people. The same people feed them to get that gift. You want to disrespect. You see, this end always would support that end, and that end will also help this end. These were these trends and these things these people are not seeing. So this happened with Mandela. People came to South Africa and go to Transkei. There in the desert of Transkei, where Mandela built this house in the middle of nowhere. People have to travel 2-3 days, make arrangements and everything, and go there and say to Mandela, hey, there's a check of $1 million, $200 million, this. We want you to manage these health peace processes here and there. The same we see with Ayamara, and that will be Ayamara in the future. Ayamara is not over. This trend, this brand is not over. This brand have lot. Can you imagine this brand moved to Eldoret in Kenya? What this brand will bring in that place will boom that place, will make that place go bananas. The brand of Ayamara in Philippines, only in Philippines, when Ayamara walk in the street in the pre-COVID time, $200, the impact of that video. Even today, I was watching the video the other day. That video is what generates money of Ayamara. Every time that you guys out there go and blast Ayamara so negatively, you're the losers. It is done. It's done. There is one video of Ayamara in a week. I'm not going to disclose the video, which one, because I know you guys. This is the most older video of Ayamara. Is breaking. This is making money. And Dim Wango said, the trick where lays in each video, what you do, where you done. That is one of the videos that gives Ayamara revenue. This is the reason why Ayamara latest even does not bother if it lose one day producing content. Don't think Ayamara does not listen to my vlog. Oh, it's a friend that they don't refer him. This is the thing where when you see these vlogs here, you don't imagine how many people watch. Some people, do you know, let me tell you, 98% of people watch my vlogs. This is an example. They are not subscribed. Not because they don't like it. No, they like it. Some people, they do just on the God's sake. I can research. But if you like it, by subscribing, you're supporting me to bring you to your attention these things that you don't have time to research, to help your mental health, also for you to see the world further. So please subscribe. Please subscribe, support me, and let's move in this journey together. Your support is kindly appreciated here. Really, I ask you to subscribe, to share, and comment. Yeah, today is a bit crazy, to be honest, you guys. Today is a bit crazy. I'm a driver, private driver for a nurse. So I'm in this car park here, waiting for the nurse finish. It's a care. Looks after adult people with disability. Yeah, I just got this kind of, how I can say, the man needs to do his ends meet, so you have to do it all the. So I'm here in the car park sitting and waiting for get the call. She's my boss for today. An engineer work as a driver. That is sometimes very funny. Good experience. Yes. So I was talking about this brand Ayamara and how strong the brand is and the impact, the positivity of this brand and how healthy this brand has become. Not only that, but also how the negativity towards the brand, why is there? Is there because the owner of the brand does not believe on legal actions, and that is weakness. It's a very strong weakness, and that has been explored big time and benefits so many people, and people say, okay, if I done once, let me do it again. But also that is affect his growth to the road of 1 million. Is very, very slow, painful. Since he went to 1 million, he stopped grow. 500,000, he stopped grow drastically. The latest checks, let's say the last 2 months, 25 subscribers, extra subscribers, is very poor performance in terms of subscribers to his channel. That is a red flag there. There is a red flag. Even have a very strong brand that not need marketing. Even he does marketing, is will sell. Believe me, if Ayamara decide one day print t-shirts out there, just Ayamara with these pictures and all these people, they will go bananas. They'll order. Believe me, people, they'll order t-shirts. If he goes up to China or Malaysia, where he created very good, like the picture he have is inside his house. That picture, if he producing a t-shirt, that will sell it like crazy. The other one is when he's in Jamaica with Samantha. They are swimming, and then he goes underwater. If he takes that and reproduces a stamp and a t-shirt and promotes Jamaica tourism, believe me, revenues will go on the roof. So he have a strong entity, business entity, and as he say, his dream is promoting tourism, build a hostel. I hope he starts building a hostel in Villa Medellin that will attract a lot of people come and wanna share some experience in Villa Medellin. Also, not only that, create weekly seminars, every 2-week seminars about masterclass. Many people, they don't enjoy these things online. The world today of AI became a bit lazy. People, they're not enjoy it, basically. If you could himself, people, they like presential classes, have that one-to-one talk. And if we could do this, I hope Rousseau could instigate him and tell him, look, let's do this, let's try this. People, they will be happy to come here and give, let's say, people come only not have the master class of about YouTube, how to marketing, how to produce content, but also let's make people come, and people want to be healthy. People, they want to enjoy a horse ride. People, they want to enjoy a camping experience. People want to go camp for class and have a leisure, take people to these waterfalls where you've been, because people now, they're curious about that waterfall. People, they want to go to that waterfall. They want to go there, experiment. Since Jamaican uncle gone there, man, to be honest, man, I want to go there, man, to be honest, man. Feel the thing, man, feel the thing, the water, the blessing water, mother Africa, man. Believe me, that's a big achievement. All people, all tourists want to visit the place, man. Want to visit the place. Go on, man. Believe me. So that was me trying to be Jamaican. Talk the broken English. definitely you will make money. But also, one of the things happening here that I need bring to your attention is the following. Well, the drama of this brand is everybody that surrounds this brand, people get involved with this brand called Ayamara. They in the Africa. Anyway, if you just join this channel, I am Mos. I am from Mozambique, live in the diaspora, and I do these positive vlogs analysis. I look into the content in Eastern Africa and sometimes try to correlate with the past, what happened in West Africa with our Nigeria brothers and Ghana, Liberians and other Senegalese and all. I try to bring this in different perspectives. I also comment a little bit to my experiences in South Africa, Mozambique, and other countries where I've been around the world. So if you're new here, please subscribe, support the channel by giving that like, leave comments, and help me be part of this family every day. Because if you want to see my comments, analysis, and retrospectives, I need to spend time producing clips. And you subscribing, you're helping me to be here. But also by you leaving comments, also that make a difference. So, by commenting negativity about Ayamara family, siblings and other, these people, they don't realize something else. They don't. They make the Mara family be more strong and more vigilant about themselves. People respecting the family, they know the families become wealthy, prosperous, that they can put a hand in something and make a difference. Remember the church, the Seventh Adventist church in the village, slow is transformed. Funds are coming here, funds are coming there. People are contributing. That is how church have been building. In my own town, Kiliman, where I come from, a church took almost to restore it, to rebuild the church. It took around 7-8 years because the funds have been collected from the left. Even where my grandparents used to live, a mosque, it took more than 25 years to build a mosque. Believe me, one guy done foundation, another guy came, put walls on one side, and then somebody else put the walls on the other side, and now the mosque is being built. It's not the best roof, everything. I wish it could be best. And then now there is a mosque in a very, very remote place of Mozambique. So what means this to you? Means when you are progressive, you are good people with a good spirit, you make impact on your own community. If you are negative, you don't bring nothing. What most people in Nyambuans are doing are not bringing nothing to themselves. That's why they go in this rampage of begging and scamming. Believe me, I never talk here about Fellow the Boy. Everything that Fellow the Boy has achieved, he will lose. Somewhere, somehow, will lose. It's the same with Night of Chicha. Like Ayamara say, I live on the hands of God, but you, with that mark in your face, I pray every single day that something happened to you and you'll remember everything you say about me. It's a bit sarcastic, but it's a wish of somebody. You never know what God can do. God surprises a lot of things. Even me now, today I'm driving somebody to get just a few bucks to do my living. What about you? What you're doing for yourself? You see? It's a quite interesting to see that video of Maroa and see. I do recommend you guys go and see that video and hear what Masubo say. I'll put some fragments here. I'll try to put some few things here. On my last video, if you have watched the end, I put some pictures, no audio, only some pictures to give you clues. Something was been said and something. I want to appreciate highly to Zach Senior, Brenda, Kemboy, Maroa. I'm not quite sure about this Principal Dinga, where he's swinging. I'm not quite sure, but he's been try to be positive person and try to unravel these murky and dirty things that goes down there in the village. That is interesting. Yeah. And also I want to say to you as a Kenyan, Eastern Africa, whatever, Tanzanian, Burundi, and Uganda, whatever you are, try to do videos in English. Try to be more clever. Try to twist the story a little bit. Yeah, engage people and make it, you want the story. You leave people curious and people want to see. That what we need to see. Just see the videos from my Kish, my world, what happened to him in South Sudan. Now he's in Rwanda, things like that. Produce things like that, like what Paris has been doing latest, as trigger these curiosity, what's happening there, what she's trying to do, what she's trying to say. We have Claudio Joseph, but Claudio Joseph with Mini Awe is something else in different level, in different perspective that I don't know how to consider that. Yeah, that is something out of my domain, but since it's in a public domain, I have to be honest that they make the audience walk away from the story by not revealing their true intentions, but not put clear what is really going on between themselves, because they have put people in the suspense for a long time, and they are not disclosing their real intention or pretensions, and that lose interest. People just say their titles are all misleading, let me not even waste my time to watch them. That's what happened to me, because there's too much misleading on the titles. Why I'm gonna waste my time? They are not offering me something new. Yeah, this is where you have to understand, when you put your titles, you have to at least have 10% of what the titles say on your video, at least 10%, so that somebody can relate to and get curious for your next video. Thank you for watching me today. This I am Moss. Today I am a driver of a nursing. This is my world. Come back again, please, subscribe and enjoy the ride. Thank you very much. Me vlogging for first time inside the car. Quite a curious thing, huh? That is true. Today the vlog was most spent inside Ford Focus. Bye bye.